नमस्ते दोस्तों, जूम रिव्यू शो में आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं उमर कुरैशी and I'm back with the latest from the world of Bollywood. Which film is a hit and which you should give a miss to, I'll tell you. But first, a big thank you for all your love. You've kept those messages constant. Continue writing at 58888.
Type ZR space the first three letters of the film name space your name space your rating from 1 to 5 space your comments if any to 58888. We will air your comment live during the show.
आज के शो में मैं रिव्यू करूंगा इस हफ्ते की बड़ी बॉलीवुड मूवी हॉन्टेड 3D का। It's being touted as India's first stereoscopic 3D film and is filmmaker Vikram Bhatt's most expensive project till date. And from the house of Hollywood comes the fifth installment of the speed franchise Fast and Furious. Vin Diesel and Paul Walker return with a blast from the past. Just remarried Oscar winner Reese Witherspoon teams up with teen sensation Robert Pattinson in the latest romantic saga Water for Elephants. एक छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद मैं इस हफ्ते की नई फिल्मों को रिव्यू करूंगा। Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Zoom Review Show. मैं हूं Omar Qureshi. Haunted 3D is about a house with a secret past and a haunted present. क्या आप भूत प्रेत में विश्वास करते हैं? क्या आपको किसी घर की जानकारी है जिसमें भूत रहता है? क्या डर का साया आपके दिल को जकड़ता है और ये सब आपको अच्छा भी लगता है? अगर इन सब सवालों का जवाब हाँ है तो विक्रम भट्ट की नई फिल्म हॉन्टेड 3D may just be the thing for you. Like most horror films, this one too has a पुरानी हवेली with a खौफनाक past. When protagonist Rihan arrives at Glen Manor, a 100-year-old mansion, he begins to experience weird and strange occurrences जो काफी डरावनी भी होते हैं। हर रात उसे एक दिल दहला देने वाली चीख सुनाई देती है and when he investigates these happenings, he finds out the horrifying story of a girl who once lived and died there and ends up falling in love with her and her omnipresent spirit. But how can he unite with someone who's already dead? जानने के लिए आपको Haunted 3D देखना पड़ेगा। Don't say I didn't warn you. जिमी जैसे डिजास्टर के बाद महा अक्षय चक्रवर्ती और मीमो as we better know him comes back with Haunted 3D. इस मूवी में he plays the protagonist Rihan who has to fight all odds to save his love and bring peace to a tortured soul. Mimo isn't convincing as the hero, is unable to emote as required, and the only time he comes into his own is when he breaks into a robotic hip-hop dance sequence. Though his look in the film is a huge improvement from his last movie, as far as acting is concerned, he still has a long way to go. But he does look suitably scared. टिया वाजपेयी makes her Bollywood debut with Haunted 3D. हमने पहले इस एक्ट्रेस को टीवी सीरियल्स और सिंगिंग रियलिटी शो सारेगामापा में देखा है. Tia tries hard but overdoes a sweet innocent girl act and seems to be aping Juhi Chawla's innocent act from Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak. She looks good and is decent in some of the scenes, especially in the scenes where she has to face a nightly torture. Tia has herself sung the eerie track "Saw Baras," which is quite good. विक्रम भट्ट ने कई हॉरर फिल्में बनाई हैं, most recent being Sharpith and 1920. Haunted 3D is much like the rest of his horror movies and they seem to be following a predictable pattern. इस मूवी की खासियत यह है that it is the first stereoscopic 3D Hindi horror film and the sound effects with the 3D experience do make you jump in shock in some of the scenes. However, some scenes are unintentionally funny and the movie begins to drag towards the end. Parts of the movie seem to be shot in bad chroma, but overall Vikram Bhatt has done a decent job, which he generally does with horror. Vikram seems to be fast becoming the new Ramsay of the era, though a lot slicker. Haunted 3D का म्यूजिक दिया है चित्रंतन भट्ट ने, who was also the music director of Sharpith. There are no remixes in the album and the songs have an old and nostalgic feel to them, keeping with the theme of the movie. Tum Ho Mera Pyar is the best song in the film with good music. So Baras is a recurring song with a soft, eerie tune that sounds more like poetry. Lead actress Tia Bajpai has sung this one and it sounds appropriately melancholic. The rest of the songs are okay and the album is lacking in variety as most of the songs sound similar. Haunted 3D should have been extremely scary, considering the special effects, but it frightens only in a few scenes. Acting mediocre hai or story weak. But the good thing about the movie is the amazing sound effects and background score. I would recommend this one only to total horror movie junkies like me. And for the 3D sound experience, I go with 2.5 stars for Haunted 3D. अब वक्त है इस हफ्ते की next film review का, Fast and Furious 5. The series built on speed sees a reunion of stars from previous chapters to make this totally dhamakedar. Former cop Brian and ex-con Dom Toretto are back in the latest edition of the Fast and Furious series, partnering each other on the other side of the law. Dom's sister Mia, who is also Brian's flame, gets Dom out of custody and they're now eluding authorities. To be free, they must do one last job in Rio de Janeiro. They put together an elite team and then we see the Ocean's 11 kind of plot following. They're up against the business tycoon, the local police bought out by him, and even the feds, who sent the top cop Luke Hobbs to pin down Dom and Brian. This is one cat and mouse chase that promises to keep you on the edge of your seat. Vin Diesel is back with his delirious action stunts, giving fans just what they want this summer. His stoic demeanor and bare-knuckle bravado set the ignition on full throttle in this speed machine. If you're willing to ignore his dialogues and even the acting to an extent, just the action will blow you away. Diesel is at his best. Paul Walker's acting may not pack a punch, but his action sure does. The death-defying car chase, the heady stunts, and not to forget Walker's trademark rugged charm sets the screen on fire. And his chemistry with co-star Vin Diesel just adds fuel to this fire. Whoever knew that the best place for Vin Diesel is to be caught between a rock and a hard place? Pitted against each other, Diesel and famed actor wrestler The Rock Dwayne Johnson adds his ring aggression to this already testosterone-heavy film. Who cares about his wooden acting? In Fast and Furious 5, where adrenaline is running high, The Rock is just what the doctor ordered. Jordana Brewster has been a regular in the Fast and Furious series, and with the same regularity she's been bringing in the glam quotient in this totally male bastion. She's stunning and gritty and takes the story forward. She may not have much to do in comparison to the men, but she surely holds her own. The Fast and Furious franchise is all about speed, action and aggression. So out of the characters, the plot or even the physics don't always fit together. By making it look cool on screen, director Justin Lin, who directed the previous 2 chapters, totally makes it work. Originality may not be his top priority, but in making it look the best in the series, Lin takes Fast and Furious 5 straight to the top. It's loud, large, over the top and even dumb. But you know what? It works. Better than ever before. It's one of those exceptional sequels, easily one of the best. There's some great action, be it the car chase, the train tricks, bullets raining or the good old fist fights. This is one explosive chapter. I only wish it was a bit shorter, then it would truly be fast along with Furious. I go with 3.5 stars for Fast and Furious 5. And watch the amateur and the veteran. Robert Pattinson and Reese Witherspoon unite in the drama Water for Elephants, which also releases this week. Based on a circus, its glitz and wonderment is only safe for the beginning of the film. We are then led into a rather drab love story timed in the Great Depression. While Robert Pattinson and Reese Witherspoon easily slip into their roles, they don't look at ease with each other. There were no sparks flying, something you naturally expect in an old meets young tale. Water for Elephants needed a much tighter edit and more life, given all the liveliness it promised at the beginning. I go with 2.5 stars for Water for Elephants. So there you have it, my take on this week's movies. एक छोटे से break के बाद देखते हैं audience reactions on the new releases. Stay with me. Welcome back to the Zoom review show. मैं हूं Omar Qureshi, and just like I promised, the audience verdict on the new movies straight from the cinemas.
Though it was not as good as his previous movies, but yeah, not bad.
बहुत अच्छी फिल्म है.
Good, nice.
अच्छी बहुत अच्छी.
He's okay.
3D पसंद नहीं आया ज़्यादा, but the movie is very nice.
It was good.
Good movie.
It was very good, awesome. I loved it. The action, especially Rock. I love Rock. Plus Vin Diesel and Rock together, too good.
It was damn good.
Totally excellent.
Very good. Awesome movie. Must watch.
It was really nice.
Movie was good, but please do wait for the credits.
Excellent, excellent.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Movie was awesome. The action was good. The cars were good, and Rock amazing.
I've been video chatting with Yahoo Messenger users on the latest Bollywood and Hollywood movies, and here's my favorite video chat of the day. Saurabh from Indore chatted with me about Haunted 3D. Hi Saurabh, इस हफ्ते कौन सी पिक्चर देखी आपने?
हाय उमर, आज मैंने हॉन्टेड 3D देखी.
और आपको क्या लगा?
Movie was nice. It was decent, but I expected a little more because it was the first horror 3D. But I was disappointed.
You like horror movies?
I love horror movies, really, especially because there are very few in India made. So I like really.
Did you get scared in Haunted 3D?
There were a few scenes which were scary, but overall it wasn't that scary.
How were the special effects in the 3D? You liked it or it was okay?
Effects were nice. Effects were impressive. Yeah, that was really nice.
और acting के बारे में what do you think?
Acting, Jimmy's, the Mimo's acting was really nice. It was better than Jimmy's.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Saurabh, for joining me on Yahoo Video Messenger. And if you want to see yourself on the Zoom review show, log on to Yahoo Video Chat every Friday between 12 noon and 1 p.m. to chat with me, Omar Qureshi. Bye. और अब वक्त है एक quick recap का on this week's new movies. I've given Haunted 3D 2.5 stars, Fast and Furious 5 3.5 stars, and Water for Elephants 2.5 stars. You've been messaging me your ratings of the films you watched lately, and here's a comparison of how you and I rated last week's films. मैंने Shore in the City को दिए 3 stars, you gave it 4 stars. I gave Chalo Dilli 3 stars, आपने दिए 4 stars. I gave I Am 2.5 stars, you gave it 4.5 stars. Thanks for messaging me your comments on the new movies. आप मुझे अपने views भेजते रहिए facebook.com/Omar Qureshi पर. You can also SMS me at 58888.
Type ZR space the first 3 letters of the film name space your name space your rating from 1 to 5 space your comments if any to 58888. We will air your comment live during the show.
तो दोस्तों इस हफ्ते आपके लिए बहुत कुछ है सिनेमाज में. There's horror, action, drama and 3D. You have fun and don't forget to come back next week, same time, same place, only on the Zoom Review Show. This is Omar Qureshi signing off. Bye bye and God bless.